I'm going to end our day briefly going back in time. I only need to say this once. Last year was hard. To give you a picture, I fell into a literal hole at my home. Twice. So it might surprise you that my takeaway from last year was the power of positivity. Like positive teams that go above and beyond to sing your sad daughter happy birthday when her party's canceled. And the power of some much needed positive self-talk, because homeschooling 3 children is no joke. And finally, the power of positive platforms. Even when everything in the world felt bleak, I realized how much that positivity kept me going. And I wondered if this applied to our platform as well. Yes, we may all be addicted to places of negativity. Hello, doom scrolling. But do brands benefit from showing ads there too? Turns out, not really. Our research revealed that context makes a difference. Positivity matters. In fact, regardless of the pandemic, positivity matters more than it ever has. This finding in particular really stood out to me. The majority of survey participants agree that if a brand shows up next to negative content, they assume that that brand has endorsed it. In contrast, they're far more likely to remember, feel positive about, trust, and purchase from brands that show up in positive environments. Let that sink in. 56% of adults say they're more likely to buy from brands in positive places, which tells us that negative environments drain ad dollars. And can we all agree that they're also just draining? 60% of adults we surveyed agree that some parts of the internet feel dark and scary these days. They're also scared it's going to get worse. We've been hearing loud and clear. People want a more inspired internet. They're seeking out positivity online more than ever before. And this is what gives me hope. That 8 out of 10 people who use Pinterest say it makes them feel positive. For context, just 3 in 10 people say that about social media platforms. Even better, 9 in 10 weekly pinners say that Pinterest is an online oasis. That is not always the case on the internet. So how can we tell if a platform is positive? We can't just look at the user-generated content. Creating a place that's positive and inspiring takes deliberate action. It takes proactive policies. It takes clear stances on what behaviors and content are not okay. Pinterest has made some really intentional choices about what to keep and what to limit. For example, we launched a health misinformation policy that blocks anti-vaccine content. Not this year, but in 2017. In 2018, we stopped running political ads. And in 2019, we rolled out mental health resources for people searching for support. These are just a few of our policies. What I'm saying is, it's one thing to talk about positivity and inspiration. It's another thing to fight for it. That's why the principle I'm carrying into this year is what I tell my kids. We have to make sure that our insides match our outsides, that what we value comes across in how and where we show up, in the actions that we take as people and as platforms. The reason that I'm sharing all of this with you is because I believe this will actually help you drive ROI. Listen to this overwhelming message in our research. When ads show up in a more positive environment online, they can drive impact at every stage of the purchase funnel. Every stage. So the bottom line is that positivity isn't just a moral decision anymore. It's a business one. Negative online spaces are draining your brand dollars, your time, and your audiences. It literally pays to be positive. So here's my ask, that you'll fight for positivity this year, on platforms, in your workplaces, and for yourself. And I hope we can all spend this year making sure that our insides match our outsides. Thank you.